Hi, I'm Paul Skeldon, Editor-in-Chief at TELEMEDIA, and I'm here at the TELEMEDIA event in Barcelona. And I'm joined by Daniel Massier from Astrad. Daniel, thank you very much for being here. This is your first time here at a TELEMEDIA event, so for people who don't know, tell us a little bit about what Astrad does, first of all, and where that fits in with the MVAS community.
Excellent. So Astrad is, in essence, an ad tech company, right? We have our own bidder, our own DSP, which we do the most specialized stuff with, because we can control absolutely everything at all the bid level. But then for MVAS in particular, we expand with our expertise and our tech to other platforms, the typical Google Ads, Meta, other bigger DSPs than us, but that we know how to run, and then also a newer channel that has emerged and is going very well, which is TikTok.
So what is it that makes you sort of specialised for this community here?
Right.
What do you bring for these people?
Right. So the first thing is that we stay away from running any type of black box affiliation. We don't touch that. All the media buying that we do is transparent, and our clients know where we're buying, how we're advertising, what's showing absolutely everywhere. And that's something that we have taken from all the verticals, especially from the mobile app promotion. So getting users in that sector, it's very, very clean, and that's what we're bringing into this industry, right? So always clean, premium traffic, and we have real users that you will not get any kind of complaints towards the carrier, and that they will stay with you for the maximum time possible and have the highest lifetime value that we can.
How do you make sure that traffic is that clean?
So first of all, you have to be very careful on our site when we're running our DSP. That's much easier to control because, again, we have the full from the beginning to the end. But for other platforms, we can only work with very premium, like, for example, your DV60, for example, the Trade Desk as well, which are the best in the industry, period. And we also use third-party tools that block any kind of traffic. Now, you can also think about having pre-landers that we have our own analysis before sending users to the subscription pages, but it's just always making sure that we know where we're bidding, where we're buying, and which apps or webs we're showing. So having the full control all over the place, and that's something that I think that the industry needs to move towards as well.
Okay, and what regions of the world do you sort of operate in currently?
So we are focusing a lot in Latin America at the moment, although we work in the typical EMEA is a lot, MENA is huge, South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, and we're looking now to expand towards Southeast Asia. But Latin America is our biggest strength at the moment for expansion and for growth, helping content providers in there.
Okay, are there different sort of challenges to operating in these different regions?
Absolutely, 100%.
What sort of things do we have?
The industry, of course, if we're looking at Europe, it's very consolidated, very regulated, and very controlled. So there's no sort of surprises when you're running traffic in there and any kind of blocks and things like that. On other regions where the infrastructure needs to be improved or the market maybe has not been as well taken care of, you need to be way more picky and have to check how things are going after the click, right? We don't just send clicks and that's it. We always take care and worry about the user throughout, making sure that our client, the content provider or the telco, is getting the maximum value as possible, right? So each one of those regions is going to be extremely different on the way that they have implemented their solutions for payment subscriptions and also for fraud control.
Sure, and you have all that covered.
Yes,
all over
exactly.
The world.
We want to have a 360 view on the ad buying side. We don't do any type of content ourselves or anything. We just focus on getting user and performance and return on investment at the end of the day for our clients.
Excellent stuff. Can I just ask you about where do you sort of sit with AI discovery? So consumers look at using AI agents to find stuff.
Yes.
Early days in the MVAS space, but is that something that's on your radar?
It is something that's in the way that the mechanics work for AI discovery and the way that ads are being implemented. We are starting to explore connecting with some of the supply side partners that do that, but in the way that how is it going to be and how we can control the actual user once they click on an ad, I'm not sure. The CPMs for what we've seen are extremely high, so I don't know if so far it's going to be able to justify the return for that. But let's see. Let's explore in the next 1 and 2 years and see that, because there's a lot of competition in the sector at the moment, and CPMs will have to go down. There's a lot of beta testing right now, but they will have to go down as long as it's high impact, I think that we can justify a high CPM of $5, $6, $7, for example. But it has to be tested a lot. But for MVAS and all performance sectors, it has to be. We need to reinvent ourselves, and we need to test new channels, because otherwise we're going to stay stuck exactly in the same place that we are, and it's not going to grow, and we need it to grow.
Excellent. Well, one to watch, I guess, and we can talk about that next year. While I have you here, how have you found the event?
I loved it. I loved it. I think that these type of events, and I've told you before, you need to expand more. You need to do more of these events, because it's important to connect industry people, although we kind of know each other a little bit, but it's important to connect them and bring them together in a single space to discuss exactly this, right? Explore new ways of growing, innovate, and always connecting people. I think it's super important, and I absolutely loved it. It's my first one, as you said, but we liked it. Me and my team are super, super happy about this.
Brilliant. Well, it's lovely to have you here. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. That was really interesting, and enjoy the rest of the show, and we'll hopefully see you again at one of our other events.
Of course. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Daniel.
Good.
And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.